Yo, what's going on, guys? So today we are, well, it's actually night time, but we're just getting some shrimp and some fish, hopefully. So just parked the ute up over there, and now we'll go and check the traps, which I said earlier. I was bashing a net around, got some mosquito fish, so pretty interesting fish. But we'll get into why I wanted to catch some of those, but mainly just wanted to catch some ghost shrimp and use them in my tanks to clean all the algae and look after any moss and stuff like that. So we'll check these traps and have a look what we got. So here we have the first trap, guys. It looks like we just got mudfish, mosquito fish in here. So this was going to be fouled up, but I'll clean it out when we get home. I'm only just around the corner, but I was going to use these to put back in the trap because it only had bread in it, so I could have got back in. But I'm going to move this around to where I was getting the shrimp. And we'll take a closer look at these when we get home, but they're just mudfish. Mosquito fish, not mudfish, why do I keep saying that? Anyways, put them in the bucket and we'll check the other traps, which are on the other side. But this is what the gully looks like that I've been putting the traps in. Where I caught the shrimp was on that side. There's a trap over there as well. So we'll have a look. I'm going to move the trap I had in the one side by itself over to the other side. And it's a bit of a walk from the ute. But there wasn't any shrimp in the trap. So I'm going to move it to where shrimp were, because the main reason I came down here was to catch shrimp. But after I did a little bit of research into what mosquito fish actually are, I'm pretty interested to start a project with them and see what we can do. Tired, puffed out, shouldn't be. I'm actually pretty fit, but I'm actually sick at the moment, so this is the only part that is kind of annoying about it. I don't know if you can see that, but this is like a high school right next to this place. Today's a public holiday, so no one's out, but like tomorrow, I don't know if I have a day off of work, but if I do, I won't be able to come check it because it'll be all high school kids hanging around here. So I've got to try put them somewhere where they're not so obvious. So we'll go check this one down here, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's here. Oh, it must be back that way. I thought this one was still here though. No, it looks like someone might have taken it actually. That's pretty fucking disappointing. I'm sure it wasn't that one back there. Oh wait, not there, it is over there. Jumping to conclusions. Yeah, I checked these earlier today. They didn't have much in them. The one that was over the other side had mudfish, and I knew that. I mainly caught the shrimp and the mudfish that I had today using the net. Bait pocket. I should have brought my GoPro and just wore that. Okay, we got some mosquito fish. That's about it. So I'll put these in the bucket and we'll go over to the next one. Over here, where this azalea is, there's some shrimp over here which I was catching today. Because I went to get some azalea actually to put in some of my tanks. So we'll just throw this guy over here. Tie him off in a not so obvious place. And we'll just tie him right there. I mean, it's pretty obvious seeing in the water there, but it's just like no school kids really, think about coming down this area. I don't know, I didn't go to the school, so. And I'm gonna move this one over in here where I caught most of the shrimp, which was over here where I've already got a trap. So hopefully that should do us some justice and get us a good amount of shrimp for tomorrow. I think I caught about 25 today, but I mean, the more shrimp the better, obviously. No one complains about having too many shrimp in their tank. It's getting a bit dark, I might turn the flash on light now. Alright, so this one here should have some shrimp in it, hopefully, with a bit of luck. Mind you, I was only using bread for bait, so No, it just looks like mosquito fish, no shrimp. Alright, we'll put these in here. Put some of this, get the rest of this out of here, put it in here. I know the shrimp will go wild to this stuff. So let's hope they do. And yeah, these are the glass shrimp variety. I'll show some when I get home. We'll talk about the project on the way home, or before I leave. So seal this up and get it back out. I'll see you. What's the deal? Why are we getting these? So I've been reading, you know, about these cold water fish that look similar to guppies, may fall into the same family of guppies. Do not have the same genus of guppies though. Genus, whatever. A lot of people, it's a very talked about thing to hybridize these with guppies to get more color into them, and still have that hardiness. Now these fish can survive a range of temperatures. I mean, that water was like 0 degrees, like it was freezing cold. It's middle of winter. They can survive a lot of like pollution, poisoning and stuff like that. They originated from USA somewhere, like Florida region, and brought them over to Australia to feed on mosquitoes. So they originated from America and got brung to Australia. So what I'm hoping to do is just the trial of it. I mean, a lot of people have done this project already. Some people claim they've had success, some people haven't. So we're gonna fully documentary this whole thing and see if we can get actual fertilized babies, fertile babies that can fertilize other babies for more fry, for more fish. See if we can actually get the cross between a guppy and a mosquito fish. And if that happens, then we should be sweet to go from there, create a bigger gene pool, and so on, like carry on. And I've already mated reticular with like pandas, and we've already got the fry from that. I've done a couple of other hybridizations between mollies and guppies. Didn't document that because I was like 16 when it happened, but it was pretty fucking unreal. So we're gonna document this. We're gonna see how it goes. This could be a year-long project, maybe a bit longer to get the full genes into them. If they successfully happen, you know, we'll give them 3 months to breed. If they don't breed, we give up on the project. So we'll do monthly look-ins, maybe even 2 weekly look-ins, just to see what's going on. So, alright, we'll catch you when I get home, and we'll have a further look at these compared to a guppy or a reticular guppy, and we'll see just differences and like common things between them. Alright guys. Specimens I collected earlier on today. And there's a large number in here. I tried to feed them some flake food, but I've also treated them with some copper. So because I've read that they live with white spot, these fish. That's how high they are, like they will live with white spot on them. So the bigger fish are the females, so it's the exact same with guppies. The smaller fish are males. So we can get one up here to have a good look at it. Exactly the same looking as a guppy. Very, very similar. They have very distinct spotting on their tail, which is like one of their main giveaways that they're mosquito fish. So that spotting down there. The males seem to have a blue breasting on them. If I can get a male with a blue breasting, I'll have a look. From what I can tell. Is that a male? Probably not. Anyways, they have a blue breast on them, like a very distinctive blue breast. But yeah, they just look so similar to guppies. Like the resemblance is like endless to guppy, but I mean, no color on them. No color. And I don't know if you'll be able to see through this storage container, but Look at that, just look like guppies, breed like guppies. So I've put some in this tank up here. Now this isn't for the project, but it's a start to see where we're going. That is one right there, okay? In here is wild type reticula, the ones I caught when I was up on my fishing trip up in Queensland, up in the northern part of Queensland. The two in here are females, okay? There's a few females in here of the reticula, and I think there's about 3 males in here. Now they are already living in a cold water tank, so there's no heater on in here, despite being there a heater being in there. So there's a guppy, that big white one, and the 2 small ones in the back are the mosquito fish. Alright, here's the 2 males here. So one thing that a lot of people end up stopping the project because of is that these fish will tend to rip the other fish to pieces. They're pretty aggressive apparently. I have not seen any aggression. These fish have been in this tank for probably about 6 hours now, and I have not noticed any aggression at all. Feeding habits. So as I said, I tried to feed the other ones flakes. They didn't really take to it, so we'll try some bloodworms now and have a look. I'll just grab some. So obviously this tank here is going to be very different to what you're going to see in the other tank, because you've got the other fish in here also eating, so they will get the idea that that is food. But we'll see if they eat in here, and then we'll put some in the other tank. Yep, this appears to be eating. Okay, so now we'll try in here. No one's interested in the food. No one is interested in the food. Even the ones that aren't freaking out, just chilling, not interested at all in the food. So that's very strange. So I don't know if they'll eat it when they get really hungry. They'll be looking for food, I guess. Oh yeah, there's one of the glass shrimp down there. One of the glass shrimp. So this is going to be a very interesting experiment. Very interesting. If we can get this happening, this is going to be probably one of the first times this has been documented for a full YouTube series. So we will keep watching. And as for the glass shrimp, there's some in here. There's one there. So I put these in here because like they're gonna stop that build up there by eating all the leftover food. Looks pretty nice right now. There's a couple of glassies in here, so there's one there. I've put about 5 in each tank. I'm sure they haven't been snacked on by these fish. I'm sure they wouldn't have snacked on it. These ones are definitely too small to be snacking on them. But they'll be around here. There's another one next to him. Also put a couple in the fry tank, I guess. But I'm gonna fix this fry tank up now that I've got all different sorts of mosses. It's a bit dirty at the moment from all the apple snails that I put in here recently. But here is the Panda X wild reticula guppy fry. So we're gonna grow these out and see what we can do with them. See what happens in this interesting hybridization. But that's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, if they're gonna turn out panda, who knows? But we'll be finding out. Not many people document this sort of stuff, and not many people do it, so it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, drop a sub, guys. check out my other videos, but it's definitely, if you're interested in this, like, follow this story, because this could turn out to be something quite interesting, I believe. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned.